you got an RFP, they ask for a site plan, and you don't have a topograph. In our previous video, we had a topograph. If you win the proposal and they choose your firm to continue on with that specific project, then you would proceed with a topograph, get the boundary, get the alignments and stuff like that, and you have your existing surface, you do utility research. There's a lot of work that needs to be done that you cannot afford for a site plan. So usually site plans are developed using satellite imagery. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to develop a site plan using satellite imagery only. And we don't have elevations. We don't have super elevations. We don't have exact distances. So satellite imaging could be up to 5 feet to 10 feet error in perspective. That image itself could be off by 5 to 10 feet in perspective to the real world. Usually it's 5 feet, and sometimes it's even accurate as 1 foot error in image topography to this. But you will not have a topo, you will not have a scale. Yeah, you barely have a north arrow. So you won't be using scales and you'll be using north arrows. It's mostly, site plan is mostly for proposals and what could work and what you think is best fit scenario for the discussion being had as far as installing a roundabout. So we're going to create some alignments here, and I'm going to do my best effort to do that. I'm going to bring this line back because I don't want it off page. There you go. Usually you could do like let's do endpoint line here. Let's select this one, and we're going to do extend command, and we're going to extend these lines, and there we go. So we're going to go ahead and create these alignments for this project site plan. Alignment creation tool, alignment from object is easier. And it says there, that is the correct direction that I want. And then we're going to call that A2. And we're going to do major, minors, and proposed. Yeah, it's the format that we use. There's different types of alignments. And we can go over those in a bit. And then we want it south to north. And we're going to call that A1. Same thing. Also, it erases the original lines. So keep that in mind. So now we have our alignment, and the proposal wants a roundabout placed here to get rid of all this, to just get rid of all this and increase. Currently, this intersection does not have a warrant. The only warrant that technically is being applied here is community initiative and future development of additional housing in the north that could impact this intersection. So there aren't any existing warrants besides the community wanting this done, and in the future there could be warrants. There aren't any current studies done to even warrant a roundabout here, do anything here, but this is where the city has proposed to place their roundabout. And to improve this intersection, there is no warrants currently for this intersection. So we're going to go ahead and create an intersection, and it looks like we're going to create a roundabout. We're going to create a roundabout, and we're just going to call it roundabout 1. We're just going to leave this. Here you can do like different types. This is single lane. 2010 urban single lane, federal highway administration, That's what that is. Then you have all these types of, see, Federal Highway Administration. And for 2010, you can do 2010. You can do a rural roundabout, urban double lane, urban single lane, and that's what we're doing here because that's what I believe fits. I don't know if a double lane fits. Um, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do a uh, double lane roundabout, uh, Federal Highway Administration type. Final surface undefined. Because we don't have any of these stuff, so we're not gonna mess with that. And that would be checked, yeah. And then we're gonna check this intersection here. We're gonna say apparent intersection. Boom. There we have it. It is massive. It is massive. Let's create another one. Let's go with the create roundabout. Let's create a single lane roundabout right there. Urban single lane roundabout. There we go. It does all this stuff for you. You can check with your highway. It's still big. It's massive. All right, so let's go ahead and add some approaches. So we're going to go ahead and select it, and we're going to add approach. And we're going to select this one. And we're just going to call that arm 2, A2. Yep. We're going to keep the names of the alignments. So there goes A2. Now what we're going to do here, before we created those, we should have did alignment properties and go to design criteria and change this to 35. I'm going to hit OK. If you have different speeds for these different sections, then you would have to create different alignments to have different design speeds. So whenever your road changes a design speed, you're going to need a new alignment. Because here it's going to say that it's yellow if failed approach speeds. People can't slow down fast enough. And this is going to be your propose here. Now we see this piece of land here is pretty tasty. So, and this one's curving. So I recommend I recommend roundabout to be on here. I think it should be here, the roundabout. I think that's where the best fit, I believe, for this roundabout would probably be, because it's like straight here, straight here, straight here, and we have this oddball here. It could be because that this one the people travel faster, This one people travel slow because there's stop sign, stop sign, stop sign, stop sign. Over here, no stop sign, no stop sign. So I think there's a stop sign for this road, not this road. So I reckon probably if you did want to go here and destroy more park and more of that, you can do this. That doesn't look so good because we're not in the road anymore. So your proposal could be like this, and you're like, I have 3 that are straight on, and you have room to play here because of that incoming, and you have that. And I think there's another option here. Add split lane. Alright, but okay. So we're good to go here. We have our approaches. We have all our warnings telling us all kinds of bad stuff about there. We lose some warnings. We have visibility problems. Doesn't matter right now. We don't care because it's a site plan. We don't have to do that much research. And What's cool about this, it gives us signs. It tells us where the signs are going to be. And we're going to go ahead and select the roundabout. Hit explode on it. And now it's no longer dynamic. And we can now manipulate it for our site plan. We took advantage of it per se. If you want to leave those on, you can leave those on. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all these warnings. Fast lane starting point, problems. I'm going to get rid of all these warnings. Because technically it's just the software just telling you what's going on. Oh yeah, before I exploded, I should have showed you the other item of these roundabouts, and that is, let me do that real quick. Alright, so I'll show you the other item. What's good about this tool. Yeah, you can design a roundabout using this tool. We're going to go ahead and go to the roundabout properties. Looks like my menu got jacked up. Okay. Roundabout properties. Here in the arm 1, you see the arm 1, arm 2, these are called the approaches. And then we have the crosswalk, and we can enter a crosswalk here. And we can tell it non-detectable. And then hit apply. We can go to arm 2. We can add the crosswalk, splitter lanes, split islands, level grades. We can give it a bunch of things like RoboScript. You're approaching an intersection, and arm run, RoboScript. Slap that in arm 2. Slap in a RoboScript. I'll show you guys what happens when you do this. All right, go to the last one. Add the RoboScript. Add the crosswalk. You hit apply. And you close. Now it's going to show us where our crosswalks would be. The minimum sight distance, turn, whatever, all this stuff. When a car's coming this way, it has like the distance, the view distance of that right there, of seeing someone cross. So, or maybe like right here, car turning, you can see that sight distance from the, I believe it was like 15, 20 miles per hour roundabout. I think it's 15. And that minimum sight distance there, and it'll show you where you're gonna put your crosswalks. After that, you can like explode it. And when you do explode, I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff like this. So yeah, the objective of this site plan is to just show what you want to do. Usually you get a longer time period to develop content. And because it's exploded, you have to like move it together. And you probably have to move it like over here. Bring this line and attach it here. All right. And if you want to incorporate something here, I would recommend it as far as adding this lane. You can add this lane in, and you could be like, let's do 15, because you don't want to demo this, so you're probably gonna be like probably drawing in this this lane. Because we're not going to probably just restripe. As you can see, after this point, we're probably just going to restripe it. We're probably going to restripe it from here on out, but I don't see us destroying or adding sidewalk here. Probably have to do a special configuration there. As far as these, I did this because I can do arc. Oh. There you go. Maybe go wider. Like that. But it'll be configured there. You can keep this lane in, redo the island, redo this crosswalk over here. It looks like it's gonna go here. You can have all this extra. You can have all this extra road. There's a lot of extra road, a lot of extra road, a lot of reconfiguring about that. And for your site plan, this would be the footprint of that roundabout. You might even have, for instance, this line and this line here. You know, offset of that line by like, let's say we do a 10. A 10. And we continue the sidewalk here. Yeah, so the sidewalk would continue. You would have it like come in here, go around this. It'd be a 10-footer, and probably end there. Yeah, so that's how you would put the sidewalk in for the pedestrians, and then you would have your ramps here. Connecting them to this this road here, or this, you would have ramps here for these intersections, and you can keep playing with this until you figure out the best fit scenario for your incomplete project. You keep adding stuff, and you could then create shapes to start hatching it. We'll see if we can do some hatching. Let me see if I can get these lines represent the drive paths of the vehicles. Let's see if we can hatch some of this. We're gonna select everything. We're gonna hit flatten because it's a site plan, so I can do that. And we're gonna hit no on delete hidden lines. We're gonna wait for it. It's doing a lot of thinking. And it's done. Alright, let's see if we can hatch some stuff. See if we can hatch this. Yeah, I can do that. Or you can like probably select the line work of some of this. You can select some of this line work, and come over here and we're gonna get rid of these lines. And yeah, so it should be able to hatch this. Hopefully it does a good job. Because there's too many, I think there's too many nodes on that circle. Yep. It gave me like a weird error. Let's go to the quadrant of, oh, can't do that. Can't do that. So there we go. See if we can hatch that now. No, it really hates me. Sometimes it's really difficult to hatch when there's too many lines at play. Sometimes you have to make shapes to achieve that goal. So I'm going to go ahead and take these 3 circles. I'm going to start hatching these like this. This middle one, I might take this line, offset by 2 feet, then offset by 0.5, and that's going to imitate a curve. And I'm going to go ahead and hatch this, and then I'm going to hatch this and this. I'm going to hatch that as well. So it looks like we have this, and we're going to have crosses at 10, 10 for this one. These are just techniques to solving these problems, but as you see in the site plan development, I'll go ahead and run through a whole lane. I'll do a whole lane to show you guys. I'm clicking too fast for these. There it goes, concrete. This my other one was 10. I'll probably do I'll do a 1. And then here and here, we're gonna do a solid. But like I was saying earlier, we do more colors. Probably do a 153. We're gonna go ahead and snap that center to, let's do like this one. Yeah. There you go. There's our line work there. I'll probably start this is probably asphalt as well. Just like this. Get rid of that association. This one here, probably bring into this endpoint. That would be that. We can send these hatches to the rear, back, and there you go. You have this roundabout put in here. All right, so now we have this curb developed for us. Looks like our circle goes into it. So we're gonna back it up, perpendicular to this line. Looks like way too big still. It looks great everywhere else. But yeah, that is the curb, the gutter on top of curb there for this particular build. And you can continue working on that. And we're gonna go ahead and take these hatches, center, because we didn't want to image to the splitter to the back. There we go, and that shows the asphalt footprint. This hatch shows the asphalt footprint. This shows the green zone footprint of that center island. And you can continue going on and adapting. You can add this this sidewalk in. Looks like it's a dash. You can switch it to continuous. And connect it and start hatching out all your concretes, asphalt, start putting all your stuff in. Also, you can do insert annotation of your multi-liters here. You could go with identifying these signs, yield sign. Put labels. You can also put multi-line text. And for this multi-line text, you mostly want to use standard. And you can hit that multi-line text. And you're gonna put it out here. You say Fresno Street. That's what this is. We use caps. Due to the fact that we only use one alphabet, and that's a all caps alphabet only. You might want to do that to 10. Looks like big 5, 4. It doesn't really tell you, but yeah, there it is. And you want to select color, and you want to like 252 this text, and then you can take this text and start naming all these approaches, and you can put labels out there. Usually I put the text in the direction it's going. Things like avenue. This gives more detail to the drawing here, and you can give street names. You can draw in more details, such as obviously it's not gonna go like this for a while. This parking spot might be lost. But yeah, I might even like go like this. So this would be the exit, but the asphalt would go like this. It won't. Your line, your payment. These would be like payment lines, but not really restrictive. But you would have a payment line, an island, you would put in your island. Right, this would be your island of what sorts. So these mostly the lines are giving you guidance of how this is going to work out. So you could have it after the crosswalk. You can have the crosswalks come up to the road. You can have it come up to the road like this, right? And same thing over here. You'll have straight, then your 90. You have your straight to there because you want to get there. So yes, you might if you do add this lane back in, right? You would redesign this island. You would ask for it to be demoed and follow these lines. This might have a new arrangement due to the fact that it's not tangent enough here. This whole turn looks it goes straight into the bike lane. So you might want to go in here, or you might create what's like a third lane, and the bike lane is over here. And then this lane will then merge into this lane over time. So you might have two lanes, you have two westbound lanes that merge into one lane, and you'll have one lane going east. One lane going east that splits into none. It has one lane and one exit, one entrance, one exit, one entrance, one exit, one entrance over here, but you have two westbound lanes that merge into one lane here. So you would have this lane and this lane. You would have the end this lane into that lane, probably with like a dash. If you get the idea, like you would have to configure something special here for that lane. That's what I would look into, the merging times for, I would say 35, maybe even 25 miles per hour. Even on this turn here, what type of turn is this? Do we make the island? We can make the island bigger. Bring the island all the way over here to prevent people from like going really fast and using all this lane space. You could put in that build this thing out all the way to like even build this this thing all the way out to here and have all that all concrete here and asphalt just to create protection for this car and this car. So you might want to concrete all this until both cars are going in the same direction, because if you don't have concrete, then you're allowing cars to go in a path of collision. Like this car might go into this lane and this car might. So there'd be a collision issue here if you don't build out the concrete medium. Same thing here. You would probably need a concrete barrier here because you have a car traveling in this direction and you have a car traveling in this direction. And that creates a collision path. If it's just striping, then you have a collision path available. The curb usually deters people and slows down accidents, so they have to jump this curve and it will drastically decrease their speed. And this one as well the collision be a lower impact. So there's also safety factors in your site plan that you want to consider. and then you want to draw it all out, and that would be your site plan. It's very important if you do this task early where you put in everything, then when you do get the job to be the consulting engineer, to develop plans and specs and have it just built, your life is easier because everything has been done. But yeah, and that would be your site plan. Now we go to, let's go to look at some stuff real quick, like the layout. So you have a layout here, a layout page. This is what prints. You can have whatever you want over there, and wrong printer. So here's the printer. We're gonna select draw a PDF. We're gonna go select grayscale on yours. Apply transparency sounds good. Let's go to Arch D full bleed and apply to layout, and then we hit cancel, and there we go. We have our full bleed plan set. Here we go. Now we're gonna go in here. We're gonna bring in our plan. That is our plan. And I'm just trying to square it up. There you go. Yeah, and you'll have your border, or just some people have their border on the side, some other people have their border on the bottom. But yeah, you want to develop some type of border on your drawing here. You can develop it however you please to do it, and you put your text here for your proposed site plan for project. For you can do the _01 space, and you can do the center justification, top center, and you can put this here. You can put like more boxes with more data. Like for instance, you can have your company logo. You can have a sheet number and sheet abbreviation. So you could be like, this could be 1, and like sheet 1, and it'd be like S-1 or SP-1. So you have a page index. So this would be sheet 1, and then you have this would be like the sheet index. So you're like, oh, I want to go see the site plan. I'm like, okay, that sheet is called SP. And this could be like page 1 of 20. Or it could be page like 2 of is the format I commonly use. So people can go and like what page is the site plan on my well it's SP. Just look for SP in the corner. Or what's the grading plan? Look for G in the corner. Look for utility in the corner. Look for U in the corner. So you don't have to memorize the sheet numbers. You can memorize the the index style, and then we can put over here. We can have this is a QA person drafting drafter person, and these are all initials. They're not like their full name, so it's like they have initials here. Draft person, project engineer, and you can have your revision and your date like that. And usually the first one, and that's what that is. Over here you might have what's called like a 811 utility information. Yeah, so this would probably be your border, and the date and revisions, project engineer information like that, contact information. You can have contact over here, or you can have so you can have all this stuff like this, and your company logo and name. You can be called the Donut Engineers if you want it, but yeah. One second. And I have a phone call. So that'd be it for site plan, and site plan submissions would be like this. Also, you'll notice the scale down here. If you put a 120, which you want to operate in for this project, looks like is a good scale. You also want to turn on this one, show annotative objects. Because then some of your labels won't show up. And that's it. Have fun.